Well, career technical education is something that's becoming significantly more in need around the state because we have a lot of jobs that aren't filled, number one. So the opportunity is there for these young men and women. And also, you don't have to go to a four-year college. And a lot of times these CTE opportunities may only be sometimes a year, sometimes 2 years, sometimes apprentice, sometimes certificates. And those students will be ready for the workforce, hopefully with something that they really enjoy, they want to do, and that they can make a good living at.
Well, I think there's been a misapprehension in the past that if you have to go to a four-year college, but as we look around the state today, we have so many jobs that are going unfilled and so many, I mean, you can't drive down the street in Bozeman or Helena or anywhere else without seeing, looking for people to hire. I mean, every place has got an opening, so it's, I think we need to start making people understand that there's a lot of jobs out there that pay well.
We need to encourage them to go online, get all the information they need, and seek out the people who can help them make their dreams come true. And if it's in a welding program, so be it. If it's in a short-lived program to get them caring in a hospital, I think there are all kinds of opportunities, but to reach today's youth, I really think it has to be internet-based.
The legislature has been doing a really good job over the last few years, opening the doors in high schools to ensure that students can start learning about these early on. It's just not college when you have to learn. It's in high school when you get introduced and you say, oh my God, that's interesting. I might go that route with my career. So the earlier, the better.
You know, I deal in the building trade crafts primarily, so we have a hard time. We have a hard time getting these younger students in. I think there was a stigma over the past, several decades that, if you're going to be something, you need to go to college. You need to do this. You need to do that. Well, that's fine and dandy. Let's say I live in Billings where there is actually some job opportunity. Maybe that is the better pick. Living out in the middle of nowhere where I've lived my entire life, I can't honestly say that was really a very good option to go the other way as opposed to what I did.
We need to be training more of our youth to go out into the job force that we have existing right now to make good paying wages without having all of the higher education college debt that is being presented right now. So if we have people who are ready to go out into the workforce as carpenters and plumbers and welders and electricians and auto body mechanics, we're going to have a way to expand our economy right here in Montana and perpetuating it with homegrown efforts.
CTE is important for Montana because all of our wonderful students don't just fit into one category in one box. There's a diversity of learning styles and interests. One of our legislative analysts described CTE beautifully. It's a program for folks who don't really like or want or can't fit into the alphabet soup of higher education. So CTE provides lots of different tracks for students to find just the right fit for themselves to succeed, and that's what we're concerned about, is success.
Well, I think it's really important from a number of perspectives. One is to provide for our workforce, and if you talk to contractors and employers, there's definitely a shortage of people in the trades, skilled trades people. And I think the other thing is, it's really the ultimate example of competency-based education, where you really have to have the skills before you move on into the careers and upward.
I think the legislature can continue to provide the support that they need in terms of funding obviously for staff, but also for facilities, which I know is going to become an issue in the Gallatin Valley if that college continues to grow. And so I hope all of us here in the legislature will find ways to provide that support, recognize the need, and meet that need in the future.
My biggest thing is it's back in focus. When I hollered and screamed about it the whole time I was teaching, and that was 30 years ago, and they kind of drifted away. Now we're coming back and they're seeing importance, and it's just really good to see it.